Oh, I needed that. Good Lord. Arthel, appreciate you letting us in to talk to you about this. I'm sure you knew this day was coming at some point.
By the way, Arthel, this is Agent Alex Scott. He's with Georgia Bureau of Investigation. He came up to help us out because we're trying to locate some people and whatnot. You mind if I move this stuff around?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Arthel, obviously you know that we're the people that arrested your mother for what happened at the House of Prayer, beginning in 1983 and continuing through 1992. I know a lot of people in your family have pretty much blamed Joy, for bringing this to all of our attention. I'll tell you in complete honesty, she's the one that initiated it. She called us and told us what she suspected, what she feared, and then we did an independent, totally objective investigation. I'm with the Alachua County Sheriff's Office. I'm a cold case homicide detective. Octavio is a special agent with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The FBI has assigned an agent to it full-time, both in Florida and Chicago and Michigan. We know the totality of all the circumstances. And they recently interviewed your mother about what happened in Chicago and Michigan. And we're here to talk to you about, we know that you're not culpable. We know you're not involved. You're not a suspect. We're not going to issue you Miranda warnings or anything like that. We know that you were a witness to certain events. You lived at the House of Prayer when you lived at the House of Prayer, and that's all we really want to talk to you about. You are in no trouble. We are here just seeking you as a witness to tell us what you observed, what you know. And I also think, especially in light of you being so cordial inviting us in, we brought our entire file. If there's something you want to know, I don't want this just to be a one-way street where we ask questions. If you have questions, feel free to ask us. I'd like to be an open book as far as we're concerned. I'm trying to be transparent with you. I hope you'll be transparent with us. All we want is your honesty. We're totally objective here. We don't have any axe to grind against your mom. I'm not speaking on behalf of Joy. Joy's also a witness in this case. She told us what she told us. I turned on a tape recorder when we talked to her. Whatever she told us is public record. We did that with John Neal. Matter of fact, we just had lunch with John Neal at the Marietta Diner. He said to say hello. He told us how he ran into you at a gas station a few years ago, and what a timely exchange that was. So.
He actually speaks very highly of you. He likes you a lot.
Yeah, it's been a day-to-day nightmare, this whole situation. I was there briefly. I just go into far as when I was there, and I was more in and out, because I had a girlfriend, and so I come in and out. So basically, I wasn't, in the actual church itself, but I was in and out and everything like that, for a brief period of time and everything. But
what kind of years are you talking about? How old do you think you were back then?
I was. I'm 51 now, so I had to be about 18 or so in that area and everything like that.
Are we talking about in Micanopy, Florida?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I wasn't even, because I was working at Vecchio's Italian restaurant at the time.
What'd you do there?
I was a cook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, from there, I moved to Tampa and everything. But
where did you sleep at the House of Prayer?
I was actually in the home.
In the house.
Yeah, and everything like that. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, far as what I'm hearing and everything like that, it's just devastating, all around, because what I witnessed was people trying to come together as a group, as a unit and everything, and trying to serve God and everything. Me personally, I was, in the world, I wasn't, in the church like that, so I basically chose to do my own thing and everything. So
did you go to school in Gainesville, Florida? High school?
Yeah, I went to little Gainesville High, then I went to other little church school and everything like that there.
In McDuffie?
Yeah. So
You went to Gainesville High for high school?
yeah.
Playing any sports or anything?
No. It was called Eastside.
Eastside, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
John Neal went to Eastside too.
Yeah. So, but like I said, when I left, shoot, John had to be maybe about 7 or something like that. He was very young, and everything like that. So I used to go periodically, which all of my family did, to go visit, my mother and everything like that. But, it was
So John Neal was around 7 when you knew him at the House of Prayer?
Well, he was younger than that, but when I left, I feel he was around that age or so, yeah.
Did you know his sister, Catania?
Yeah, she was a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a little baby, yeah.
How old do you remember her when you were there?
Ooh. She had, I don't know, about 3, something like that.
I heard she was a cute little kid.
Yeah, she was in that area and everything like that, so.
Was your dad still alive then?
Yeah, he was, because when he died, I was living in Tampa at the time when he died, yeah.
You know, it'd be helpful for us just as a witness for what you observed, if you could tell us, like, what was the structure of the church, what was the hierarchy of the church? Like,
well, it was my stepfather. He was the minister, of course.
Is that Jonah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jonah was not your biological dad?
No. And so it was him, and then, of course, my mother was the first lady. Then they had the elders and everything like that. And
do you remember the
also
elders'
they
name?
we had, I'm trying to think his name right now. His name was O.D. And we had, at the time, Otis Pugh, he was there and everything. But these were like the originals. Sandra, which she's deceased now.
Sandra Turner?
I don't know if that was her last name or not.
Okay.
But yeah, I think she died a little over a year ago.
Up here, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Matter of fact, yeah. So that was the basics who started the church. And then after that period, I guess, people was coming in, a lot of transients, and we had other people come in that was on drugs and everything like that. So it was kind of like they did a little halfway house too at the time. And
I wanted to ask you that. What was the purpose, or what was the values
it was kind of
of the church?
like a halfway house and everything like that. And then, just like I say, from everything I saw, just helping people, and just.
Who was in charge?
Oh, my father, Jonah, he was in charge and everything. And then after he died, then Thomas, he was the minister and everything. So it wasn't like it was just one particular person. Everybody kind of grouped together and they had service together, and the different people would speak and everything like that. But it wasn't an actual minister per se after my father died. So
What were the values of the church?
great values from what I could see. Great, it was. Everybody, seemed like everybody loved each other and just came together and just wanted to do the right thing.
And approximately, if you can, what year do you think you moved to McDuffie?
Oh my God. Trying to rattle my older brain.
Well, my only point of reference would be In 1983, and we brought the report with us, is when John Neal's sister died. And she was between 2 and 3 years of age then.
I'm trying to think when it was maybe late 70s, maybe late.
And where'd you all move from?
We lived actually we lived here for a while in Zebulon, Georgia.
Okay.
And then from there, we moved to Florida.
Was OD part of the church?
It's Zebulon.
Oh, was
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, actually things started and then Zebulon, and then we just moved to Florida and everything.
So now
they had a farm and everything, and then Zebulon and everything.
How long were you in Georgia then as a church?
I don't know how actually long. Well, let me see. When we moved from Zebulon, maybe I was 13 or 14, maybe. Okay. Something like that. Just,
That's rough.
It's rough speaking, yeah.
And then why Florida? Why did the church?
Because they wanted to be close to the ocean and everything, and just, the whole different type of scenery and everything like that, and Florida just was prettier, and they just always, and they wanted, actually a bigger farm.
And when you say they, who are you referring to?
My stepfather and OD and them, they all want, come together and, like I say, get a bigger farm and everything. So that that's what they did and everything. Yeah.
And now, who else moved from Zebulon, Florida to Micanopy?
Trying to think.
And you're 13 or 14, so how old is Joy at that point?
She was a baby.
Yeah.
Because I'm 11 years, so she had to be very young. Matter of fact, let me see. We was down. I think she had to be about 2, something in that area. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah. So.
And you moved in that big property in Micanopy. Who else was with you? It sounds like your mom, your dad, OD, Pugh,
and Sharon, which is his daughter.
Okay.
And Otis.
That's Thomas?
Thomas, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, but and that pretty much it. Then after that, like I say, they, progressively other people start joining and stuff like that. But say by that time, I was in and out and everything like that. And then I just completely moved.
When did you completely move?
That's what I'm trying to get. Shoot, it had to be about 80, was it? 80.
Your dad died in 88.
It had to be about 80. Matter of fact, probably about 85, maybe. 84, 85, maybe in that area.
You weren't living there when your father died?
No, I was in Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was.
Now, why Tampa? Why did you have to move there?
I was going to school there. I went trying to go to this technical school and everything like that. Yeah, so.
When you were about how old?
When I went there, I was 17.
Oh, okay. Now, would you come home and visit for holidays and summer and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would come and visit. My mother then wasn't really into the holidays, but I would come and just visit her, and some of my brothers from Chicago also. We'd just meet up and visit and everything like that. But
did you have family at any other place, or where your mother and father was home?
You said what now?
Did you have family any other place when you moved to Tampa?
Oh yeah, I have family all over from Detroit to Minnesota. I have family all over. Yeah.
What did you consider home after you went to Tampa?
Oh, actually, I didn't consider Micanopy home. really, I didn't consider where I was at the present time, because I was in, like I say, I was in and out of there so much. It wasn't because my lifestyle was different, and everything. Like I said, I wasn't in the church, so in that, I was in and out. Then I had a girlfriend and everything, so I mostly stayed with her. She lived in Gainesville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
You didn't end up marrying her, did you?
No.
Now, did you graduate from the technical school in Tampa?
No. I just had my GED. I didn't graduate from the technical school. It was so much money and everything. Yeah.
How long did you stay in Tampa?
I stayed there actually 2 years.
Okay.
2 years and stuff.
And where'd you go after that?
Then I moved here. My sister had moved here, and so so I moved here with her and everything.
What's your age difference between you and Terrence?
Terrence is about 9 years older than me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, 9 years. Yeah, 8. She'd be 59 when on her birthday Wednesday. Yeah. So yeah, I think 8.
All right.
All these
No, you're doing good. Right? You're doing really good.
A lot of numbers.
I'm trying to.
Strangers knocking at your door.
Yeah. But I told him I got to pick up I'm sorry. I got to cut this because I got to pick up my daughter.
Okay.
She goes to Addison Elementary School, and I got to go pick her up.
Okay.
And everything. But
could we come back later, or what's your schedule like?
Well, later, me and my wife, we're going out and everything. So, and everything. And actually, I rather with my daughter here. I rather.
Oh, I understand.
She's 7 years old, so she don't. Know anything.
How about,
I didn't have to, unfortunately, cloak everything,
Is there a time tomorrow morning?
Well, I'll be at work.
Or maybe you can meet us somewhere this evening. I mean, we don't have to do it here.
Yeah, well, this evening is bad because, like I said, me and my wife, we're going out and we got an engagement and everything. So, is it possible I can just call you guys?
Sure. The subject matter is pretty detailed, so I would like to show you documents and show you pictures of people and stuff.
If I don't have to, I really don't want to see none of that. It just, like I told Jim, it's been such an ongoing nightmare with me, just this whole situation. And it's...
Well, the night that your mom got arrested, you had an interest in knowing what happened, and we figured, in all fairness to you, we should come up, spend some time with you, and kind of lay it out for you, so you understand that the whole progression of the way everything went down, why everything went down, and like Kevin said, everybody is blaming this on Joy, but the reality is that once we started looking into things just started popping up out of the woodwork. We started finding out information about people, hearing about things that people saw, things that people said, things that people did, and it just continued to snowball from there. And these facts all these things that we were hearing were backed up by fact, So
we have the pictures, we have the autopsies, the hospital
we've
records. We've got it all.
We've got a pretty solid history of everything that happened. And I mean, even people who were reluctant witnesses.
And they all were reluctant.
Yeah, they were reluctant witnesses. They had no choice but to come forward and tell the truth, because the truth was just so blatant and so overbearing. And that's the other reason why we're here to talk to you, is because we know you were at the farm. We know you had certain friendships at the farm, and you were there during a certain time period. And we just want to give you the opportunity to tell us your side of it.
What you observed.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, and like we told you, we're not looking at you
like
as
John
a
Neal's
suspect
sister.
at all.
What happened to her?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I say, I wasn't there. I don't know. All I know is that from the church I saw was loving and was trying to do the right thing. And everything. All this other stuff I'm hearing and everything like that,
Well, John Neal's sister died at the house of prayer, and she had marks on her body that she was tortured prior to dying. We have another child, Moses. That's who we really came to talk to you about. Iman Harper died at the house of prayer. He was tortured. We have multiple witnesses. We haven't found his body yet. We just want to know what you observed about those two children and what you were told happened to them.
And look, the bottom line is, if whatever happened to those two children was something that was inadvertent, this is your opportunity to set that record straight.
I could say, sir, I wasn't there.
Did you know Moses? You remember the little boy that came from Chicago?
I don't even remember him. A lot of people that, because so many people came and went,
Well, this was a little boy. He was around 2 years old.
But I don't,
He came to the house of prayer before your stepdad passed away.
I don't recollect. I really don't. I really don't, because they had so many children and stuff like that. You gotta understand. So, and I was, like I said, in and out. So.
Were you told what happened to the two children that died there?
Nothing, sir. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything concerning the matter. I really don't. When you guys arrested my mother that day, all of this was just a powder cake for all of us, me, my sister, and everything like that. It was like, what in the world is going on, and everything. It's just devastating.
There's a history of this too, way prior to what happened in Micanopy, going back into the 70s in Chicago. And that's what's coming next, and that's something we came here to talk to you about too. For Kathy Davidson, that matter is being pursued by the Michigan State Police, the Chicago Police Department, and the FBI. They interviewed your mother 2 weeks ago, asked her about that, and the FBI offered us this opportunity. And this is at Joy's suggestion, by the way. She said, if any of my brothers or sisters has a heart
to tell the
truth,
would
tell you what really happened, what they know, she suggested that we talk to you, because they are pursuing criminal charges.
Yeah.
And it's against the law to lie to the police or to the FBI.
Yes, for sure, yeah. When we lived in Chicago, I was so young.
How old were you in 1973? That's when
my God.
What year were you born? Oh, I'm not good at math.
66.
Oh, you weren't even 10 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I have to get on. I'm sorry. This is just, it's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot for me, and it's a lot for my family. It's every day with me, that I have to function and at my job and everything, and it's a lot, because it's just something I have to deal with every day. And
well, like I told you, Arthel, this is an opportunity for you. Like Kevin said, the FBI is looking into Catherine's case, and right now the way it looks is they're going to be pursuing charges against all of you. That's why they came down and they interviewed your mom and tried to give her an opportunity to save you guys the trouble, and she, for whatever reason, has chosen to let you guys sink the ship. We know you were 6 years old. We understand that, but we also know that that your sister Terrence had conversations about what happened back then. And that's all we want to know.
And
Is
there are
what,
two witnesses.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'd love to intervene for you before the next agency comes to talk to you and Terrence.
I mean, like I say, you know, she was pursued, looked for, was lost and everything, and as a kid, that's all I knew, you know, and everything like that. I was pretty much a baby and everything. So, I mean, that was it, you know, and everything. And I'm sorry, gentlemen. I mean, but, you know, I don't know anything, none whatsoever. You know, I was at the house and everything, but far as this activity, this other activity and everything like that, I know nothing about, you know, and everything.
What other activity are you referring to?
I'm talking about the activity you guys talking about, far as what was going on at the house of prayer and
about the torture
and everything like that. It just, you know, it's just, you know, and me as a person, that's something every day that when I hear about on the TV, different things and everything like that, that's something that it just makes me go crazy because, you know,
we have all the evidence right here.
I'm a, you know, as far as my family and everything like that, you know, that is not what, you know, I stand for violence or anything like that. I don't even whip my daughter or anything like that.
Joyce said we should talk to you.
You know, and everything.
You have a heart, you have a conscience.
So it's,
you were there.
And that, you know, all of that other stuff, you know, and she know I wasn't, you know, wasn't even part of the church.
She said you were in and out. She said you were in and out.
So, you know, all of this has just been just a bomb to me, you know. I understand you gentlemen got to do your job and everything like that, but
Arthel, everything she's told us we've proven to be true.
You know,
including that you are a really good guy and that you're honest and you were in and out during that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And what we'd like to do, and the FBI offered for us to do this before they pursue indictments, is to talk to all the witnesses. We came here to talk to you as a witness. What happened to John Neal's sister. We'd like to show you and go over that in more detail. And also this child Moses that was tortured, murdered at the scene, and burned in a burn barrel at the scene in McDuffie. We'd like to bring that evidence to your attention. And also, we'd like to talk to you about Kathy Davidson from 1973. So that's what we came here to do. And I know you're short on time right now, and we would like to do that with you.
Yeah, I got to get myself together before I can go get my daughter. But I'm sorry, John, I got to go get it. All right.
You have my phone number. We're in town tonight and through tomorrow. Arthel, thank you. Thank you for being a gentleman. Thank you for letting us in. I'm sorry about all these horrible events, but like I said, we have to investigate them.
Yeah, that's your job.
Would you give it some thought that you could schedule some time that we could come out and talk to you?
Yeah, I got it.
We're here tonight, at least through tomorrow morning. It's a 5-hour drive for us. We could compel you to testify. We could deliver a subpoena and order you to testify, either before at our state attorney's office or at the U.S. attorney's office or at a federal grand jury. We prefer to do it like this.
Listen, this is the way we look at it, Arthel.
I mean,
your family's been through a lot with the arrest of your mom, and I think if you don't know by now, Kevin and I are the two people that we don't want to see your family go through anything further.
And there's no need for that.
If there's any way that we can mitigate that, that's why we're here.
Just want the facts. What you observed.
Let me say this to you, sir. Is that all I told you today is all I know. So I'm just basically saying that if I testify whatever, it's still gonna be the same. I mean, I don't know anything. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's it. I mean that's it. And if I had to be indicted, I just have to be so and everything like that. But I don't know anything. I don't know anything, none whatsoever. I wasn't part of the church. I was in and out there and everything like that. My younger sister was. If that's what she say that she saw, that's devastating.
Yeah, there are multiple witnesses that saw the same thing.
That's
Multiple.
devastating.
We have their sworn testimony. We don't have yours yet.
So, and like I said, far as anything else, I mean, this is all I know. Like I said, what I told you. I mean, I don't know anything else, and I'm sorry, but that's just it.
Arthel, from a homicide detective standpoint, to have like a 15-minute conversation with someone about multiple murders just isn't sufficient. That's why I'm hoping you'll find it within your schedule, certainly within the next half a day or a day, to maybe have an hour or two for us. We could sit down and go through with you everything that we have. We could ask you all the questions we want to ask you, and then we would be done. And that's up to you, sir. We can't mandate you today to do that.
But I appreciate you gentlemen coming and doing your job.
Thanks, Arthel. Beautiful house, beautiful neighborhood, by the way.
Appreciate it.
That's very nice.
Thank you so much. You guys take care.
Thanks, Arthel.
Thanks, guys. And thank you for being such a gentleman.
Certainly. You too.
Yeah. You guys take care.